Hello folks, this is Ron Grovers from Ron's Beers and Tools. No, you haven't lost the channel. This is still Ron's channel. What you see in front of you is Slow and Low. This is basically a rock and rye from HOCHSTADTE'S rock and rye whiskey. Basically, my number one son picked this up for me when he brought me over. Him and his loving girlfriend picked me up a six-pack, and he handed me this 84% proof rock and rye, union made, with straight rye whiskey, raw honey, navel oranges, rock candy, and bitters. Basically, the raw honey comes from western Pennsylvania. The navel oranges, they come from, they dry them out, and they come from Florida. And basically, the family name here, HOCHSTADTE'S, they make the rock and rye. HOCHSTADTE'S is spelled HOCHSTADTER'S. Slow and Low rock and rye. This is quite the can, quite the web page they got. Kind of essential web page, to be honest with you. I guess there's an extra dry. I know this isn't beer, but I might as well do a review on it because I'm going to open it up and try it and maybe drink it. I'm not a whiskey drinker per se. There's a lady, she's slow and low. What she's doing looks like smoking. 1884 is when they started. Produced and bottled by Temperance Distilling Company, Temperance, Michigan, 48182, exclusively for the Cooper Spirits Company. So there you go, business is bouncing around. Alright, I guess that name there might be just an old recipe, because some of the writings we have on this, or the information that we did get, basically says that this is an old recipe that they use. Basically, this recipe is something that came from a long time, I guess time back in the 1800s. They've been taking orange peel, some honey, and horehound candy, which is the raw candy, and mixing it with the rock and rye recipes. It's inspired by the rock and rye recipes of the old days. They sweeten straight rye whiskey, and they add rock candy and citrus peels. It goes back to the 1800s or the 19th century. Basically, it's kind of pharmaceutical as far as prescribing this. Basically, it was prescribed. Rock and rye was used to fight coughs, cold, sore throats, bronchitis, asthma, and pneumonia. And that was in the 1890s. And when that was being going around, there was a lot of saloons in those days. Basically, there were men's saloons. It was really a man's type thing in those years. The big long bar. Men would belly up to the bar, have some whiskey and some beer, and spit in the spittoons, etc. But anyways, in Memphis, Tennessee, their medical department there said that basically any man, for some reason they've noticed, gets 20 yards within a saloon. 20 yards of a saloon. He kind of starts being coughing, sore throat, feels his chest is hurting, maybe might have pneumonia. And so he's got to go into the saloon and basically cry to the bartender, who gives him a shot of rock and rye. Boy, that's something. Basically, this is a panacea, basically, after Prohibition. The panacea of it was that it was still used for all those ailments. They still use it as a medical heal in a way. So, I guess it earned the medical books for some reason. That was a lot of the men's heads felt they were sick, and a couple of shots of rock and rye and a cold beer would straighten them out. This 100 milliliter can is basically got, like I say, got 100% raw honey, and that comes from western Pennsylvania. And once it goes through the This is the distillery. It's changed to cook honey in a way, I guess. And they use those air-dried navel oranges that come from Florida. So now, no further ado, I'm going to, I got a glass here. And basically that's, I'm not a, like I said, I'm not a whiskey drinker per se. And so I'm going to, this is an old, I like this glass. I have it, I drink tequila out of it. I like tequila. And I do like Jameson whiskeys, particularly their IPA and their stouts that they've made in barrels from beers. But anyways, this is the glass I'm going to use. I got an ice cube in there because I don't really know how strong this is going to be or not strong. So I'm going to open it up and drink it. If it's too strong, like you have a shot in a chaser. I have a chaser. Black can also. Mr. Virtuoso. From Lord Hobo Brewing Company over there in Woburn, Massachusetts. And this one is a New England juice bomb. And I'm going to use this glass. Seeing as I did a beer review on this Virtuoso, which is very nice. It's a very nice ale or beer. It is very nice. It's an ale, IPA, double hazy IPA. This is very nice. So I don't have to kind of show you what the colors are, because it's grapefruit color, like a New England juice bomb. So these are my son's glasses. He's got two of these here. And basically, these came from Australia. And they came with an opener and so forth. All right, no further ado. Let's see what this whiskey looks like and smells like, for one thing. But then we'll see what it tastes like. All right, here we go. It's not a can of beer, so I'm not going to get any aromas. But let me give it a pour. Because I can give it an aggressive pour, it doesn't matter. It's a whiskey, Rock and Rye. It's going to, I guess, tend to be sweet because the rock candy that's in it, they say, the horehound candy that goes into this. The original American panacea, Rock and Rye, has been served straight up in saloons and pharmacies since 1800. So there you go. I'm not that familiar with, like I say, whiskeys. So Rock and Rye, I think it used to be, see it in the package stores around here. Package stores are what some folks call liquor stores or beer shops. And all right, no further ado. Let us try this, and I'll keep the beer handy in case I need it or I don't need it. I mean, basically, they were saying about this, a Rock and Rye is almost as old as the country it was born in. I don't know. We're going back to 1700s. All right, here we go. Bottoms up. Smells nice aroma with this. Sweet. A lot of sweetness. Burn. Kind of wishing I had a bottle of water. It's not a bad day here. We've got a lot of sun today. It's now about 7:30, and it's still warm here. And we had a temperature, right now it's 24 degrees Celsius, and well, that would be 74 Celsius would be 24 Celsius would be 75, a little over 75 degrees Fahrenheit. So it's a hot day here today for New England. It was hot today. I was messing around on my John Deere lawn tractor and putting some grass seed down, and I wanted a cold beer. I decided I would try this here. This is something that, whoa, I only had a couple of mouthfuls, and not only me in the camera is getting that swam feeling. So, not a bad day here, as I say. It's about 75 degrees Fahrenheit. Pretty warm for New England, and sunny. So we got to wear wide brim hats and definitely sunglasses this time of the year. We're not used to it like those folks down in Florida, Arizona, Alabama, New Orleans, New Mexico, Southern Cal, all those warm states. They're used to it. South Carolina, Virginia, North Carolina, all those nice states down there. They're used to the warm weather, or hot weather actually. We're not. Alright folks, I'm going to continue with this. But it's 5% proof, so it's going to be strong. It is strong. It's drinkable. Very drinkable. I could see get the can. I could see this being the drink of choice for somebody that wants to drink a hard liquor, but yet at the same token have some flavor without burning the throat, with burning the throat, I should say. Sweetness comes across first, and the burn isn't all that bad. Now, you know, when you first try it. So, but I'm going to need to chase it down, and I get to use one of my son's glasses here, which is upside down, so I can see it coming out like grapefruit juice. You can smell it. So, where's the camera going to? Okay, I see what you're doing. Alright, okay. I see. I should have been moving this back to get the camera lady room and the camera work. Now this is the beer. Virtuoso Hazy Double IPA. You can't see it too well in that glass because that glass is kind of frosted on its own. So, now this is really not all that bad at all. It's whiskey, but it's drinkable. It's drinkable. Slow and low. Yeah, drink it slow. We'll take a chaser. Oh yeah, that's good. That's good. Well, we'll stick with this whiskey here. So with that said, they were saying that years ago would heal people from all those ailments, and that the effects of the new concoction was so immediate and so powerful that by the mid-19th century, the rock and roll cocktail migrated from the bar to the pharmacy. That's, like I said, they started using it as a pharmaceutical tool, in a way. So, I know the name on this HOCHSTADTE'S was established in 1884, and I don't know how they do with the 84 proof also. Extra dry. Now, that'd be pretty strong, I guess. 84 proof. Same year as that they started. Yes, no, maybe. All right, temperance bottle. So, I guess with that said, we'll kind of end this here. This is a good drinking. If you got a chance to try it, do try it. This is the can. Slow. They sell it in bottles, like the Jack Daniels bottles and Jim Beam bottles. It's in a black label with white letters, similar to the can here. And it's 80 proof. And it's got the lady on the back of the bottle and this on the front of the bottle. And I also have a picture of a bee, and I guess on an orange, which signifies the fruits that have gone into this, and some rock candy. So, and some bitters that goes into this. Well, not further ado, you have a chance to try it, go to their webpage. I think all you have to do is type in Slow and Bro. Slow, it's affecting me now, I can't even talk. Slow and Low. Rock and Rye. And you'll come up to the webpage. You got all the pages are black, but all the gold and white letters. It's very easy to read. It's a nice web page. So with that said, 3 cheers. If you're going to drink, don't drive. Ciao. not a bad day here. We've had a lot of sun today. It's now about 7:30, and it's still warm here. And we had a temperature, right now it's 24 degrees Celsius, and well, that would be 74 Celsius would be 24 Celsius would be 75, a little over 75 degrees Fahrenheit. So it's a hot day here today for New England. It was hot today. I was messing around on my John Deere lawn tractor and putting some grass seed down, and I wanted a cold beer. I decided I would try this here. This is something that, whoa, I only had a couple of mouthfuls, and not only me in the camera is getting that swam feeling. So, not a bad day here, as I say. It's about 75 degrees Fahrenheit. Pretty warm for New England, and sunny. So we got to wear wide brim hats and definitely sunglasses this time of the year. We're not used to it like those folks down in Florida, Arizona, Alabama, New Orleans, New Mexico, Southern Cal, all those warm states. They're used to it. South Carolina, Virginia, North Carolina, all those nice states down there. They're used to the warm weather, or hot weather actually. We're not. Hi folks, I'm going to continue with this.